News Preview, empeza mawulire mu Morning Saga.
Nkutte lupapula baluyita bukedde lunaku lwa kusatu. Tuli mu mwezi ogwokubiri omwaka 2022 lugula since 10 eze Tanzania lunana eze Kenya siringi wazinda baziba 5. Ndaba wano omumyuka w'omukulembeze w'eggwanga Jessica Alupo agamba nti sente za government zigenda kumiruka. Kyekino kibayita parish model zigenda kumiruka. Sente nyinyo zibaze batuweereza n'emirimu gye zitukozeemu mingi. Muli eza NADS, operation weze creation bikoze bityawo n'endala ez'ekikanga ekyo ezize zijja mu bantu ba bulijjo. Omusajja atemya abaana n'abatta. Kino kikolwa kiva mu byawongo bigenda ne bikulinya ku mutwe bitandika okulowoozesa ebintu ebitajja era yogayoga ng'omaliriza okoze ebintu ebyandibadde bikolebwa embizi y'omu nsiko. Mabirizi balina pulaani baloya gye baluse okumujja mu kkomera neyamusibisiza bamumanyi.
Who is that?
Just bano bali kugira.
I wish Isaac Semakade is part of his team. It would really work for him.
Rebel. Abagalo mujja mukomera. Omutemu wuno watta mukazi wo nawe bakutte. Babimulangidde. Mutemu kyono. Watta muganzo nawe genda bakutte ani ono. Okay, baade bamulangira wano. Kalulenga ali mu kaguli bamusalira omusango gw'okuttibwa. So n'olwekyo abantu mwenna abakyalina emitwe egirowooza ebikolwa ebisiwufu ebyempisa ebisembayo nga bino mwandiwanikibwa kalabba.
Okay, and in the Daily Monitor, how parish model cash will be shared. So the new government vehicle primed to convey Ugandans to the money economy will see women and youth groups partaking the biggest portion of funds, while the elderly and persons with disability will each get 10%.
Of the parish model money.
Yes. We really hope they get this money. And on the front page of Daily Monitor, they are showing us a security officer beating a journalist for covering protesters. So when I was starting the show, I told the listeners how protesters who claim they were tortured went with their walking sticks, claimed they were lame, and they demanded to see the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Miss Anita Among. Her security detail, the policemen around there, that was around Fairway, refused them from accessing, and they told them, if you really want to see her, go to Parliament. That is where you can meet her, not here. Now, this security officer attached to the Presidential Protection Guard, PPG, kicked a journalist named, this journalist is from Vision Group called Lawrence Chitata, was kicked in Adibal area.
By a police officer.
Do you know that you can end your fellow man's manhood? You can kill your fellow man's manhood. Jokingly. He kicked him.
Aba police abo nabo betaaga nobanga nawo line emirimu gyokola ne bajja nabo kola ejabwe nobakuba.
No, it's not good to revenge.
They
say karma is a so, and I believe in karma.
So just nkuba mu kifaananyi nti nabo katugeze they have come to arrest somebody, they have come to to do their work of
police.
Their work, the main duty is what? Keep law and order.
And the law and order keeps them.
And you also tell them, go away from here. Pa. Then that's when they will know that law and order can become order and law.
It's not good. Then also sad news, a 12-year-old pupil was killed in a school fire. So I saw a school fire and I'm like, okay, I got interested in the story. On reading it is my former primary school.
Hey.
Good Times Kawala Primary School. I went there from my P4 up to P7.
Yeah, that school is very good.
It's one of the best schools, but fire gutted the school, and I'm here seeing pictures of the Lord Mayor area, Lukwago. So the team managed to evacuate all the pupils amid the confusion. So one of the pupils went to the dormitory to rescue his property, and he didn't come back. He died due to suffocation. Yeah.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Bad
So
news, bad news.
when interviewing some of the residents around the school, it's located around Kawala. One of the people said that on Sunday there is a fire that had started in a dormitory called Yonasani B. That is a boys' dormitory. When it started, the fire was put out quickly. Now, this resident of Kawala claims that the school has a lot of enemies. You see, Good Times has been around since 1998. It has been one of the best schools in Kampala, one of the best schools in Rubaga, and it's the best school around Kasubi, Kawala, and surrounding areas. So it has jealous people that do not wish good for it. Secondly, there are other primary schools around it. So one of the residents said that this is an act of jealousy, and they know the people. The resident says he has a hint on the people. If you get to read the Daily Monitor. So to all school owners and Mr. Mpaji, the head teacher, Mr. Kabgo, the assistant director of studies, Mr. Maega Robert, I really pray and wish that you guys, Miss Liliana Moding, I pray that everything really goes on well for you guys, and may the soul of the young boy rest in peace.
Bad.
And in the New Vision, Laga Eid. I'm holding the New Vision Laga Eid's newspaper. Probe team proposes tax on idle land. Bananga, these people want to tax everything. Now they want
idle land.
Idle land. If you have land and it's idle, they will start taxing it.
Let them start.
Then also, they want to tax influencers.
With blue ticks.
Not with blue ticks. If you're on social media, you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, Instagram, and you call yourself an influencer, and the posts you make are of an influencer, they are going to tax you.
Let them tax.
You're also an influencer.
We have no problem with taxing. Let them tax. The only problem we have is that they don't create those avenues. They don't create avenues for tax, but they want the tax. So they better do both.
But we want an accountability.
Create avenues.
And this is actually an interesting story. New details emerge in organ trade probe. Now, these fresh details say that the victims whose organs are taken, they are, first of all, they are got. They get the victims and disguise them to be labor workers going to Oman, Saudi Arabia, and Dubai. Now, this report says that 80,000 Ugandans are in Oman and traveled there under unclear circumstances. Let's say they might leave Uganda, go to another country, let's say using road transport, then they get flights
Kenya.
from those other countries, mostly Kenya, and they fly out. Also, apparently, they are taken as maids. And they've also revealed that among the tests carried out are those that ascertain the victims' blood groups, HIV and hepatitis B status, among others. Then also, before taking them out, they put them on a special diet. Then also, the CID is trying to investigate, and there are top doctors that are in this organ trade. Baba Mani.
So abaana abamu emirundi egisinga bafuna emikwano negibasuubiza obatwala ebweru, twagala batwala wadde si byagamba nti Oman oba kugendayo Buwarabu kukola, naye n'abamu abagenda mu mawanga amalala some babana ne bakafiiramu bintu ebyokubajjamu ensigo, bakujjamu ensigo emu n'owangalayo emyaka emirala 5 oba 8, endala nayo neefa n'okafiiramu. Naye nga all in all is looking for money, looking for better life, looking for employment opportunities, looking for green pasture. Njogere kindeke ki
But all you need to know is that here in Uganda, you can actually start something. These people who lure you to go out and make money, trust me.
It is as hard as okamula amazzi mu lwazi.
It might be hard, Ditacha, but
kankugambe kino, rent, taxes.
So you'd rather go out of the country and sell your organ, or they take away your organs?
None of them sell their organs. They are just lured into baba jirabujize. Baba genze kola.
Because even now these labor export companies, we do not know which one to trust. We do not know which labor export company to trust. Now, like this lady, there's a lady, a 38-year-old single mom. We saw her story on NTV, and her bosses, she's called Judith Nachintu. Her bosses lied to her in Saudi Arabia that they're taking her for a COVID test, and boom, she woke up to paralyzed legs, a lot of pain in the body, and her kidney was taken out.
None of them
yes, none of them knows.
And they are,
but with all this trade of organs, we do not know which labor export company we can trust.
At the end of the day, what we have to know is that it involves Ugandans.
It involves Ugandans.
It is Ugandan
doctors
doing it, yeah. So what we have about Ugandans, never have a doctor by Uganda nenga, but now Uganda baba chimanyi nti ono mwana betu twala bagera bajja mu ensigo. Good of you. Continue with that spirit. You so much love your country. You so much
love your country.
Wish well, yeah.
By taking away people's organs.
Yeah, if you can take away people and then their organs are
illegally, detach illegally.
Then they die the following day. We so much appreciate the energy and love higher fling for the nation. And time ago come when you have a cordon in a casket.
But I want the police to do investigations and come out with these names of these people who are implicated in this trade to money, because this is really a barbaric act. It's really a barbaric act. Also, babies. You've heard of this story of children being kidnapped from hospitals. That is the same thing. Their organs are also being sold. So to all mothers out there in hospitals, if you've just given birth, watch your babies jealously. By the way, to all parents who are listening in right about now, be careful. Child kidnap has resumed. Like, they are kidnapping children left, right, and center, and they are taking away organs of those children in hospitals and in neighborhoods.
Time has come. Ojja kulaba nkikubuulidde tulina bye tugenda okukwatako, and wataona kyamutema kuni,
meaning
they are fishy fireborn.
This is the Morning Saga, 100.2 Galaxy.